onto Son and Romero and Van de Ven, because I know you want to get onto it, Stu.
Yeah.
It's great that Van de
Let's group
Ven,
those together. Let's finish it off.
yeah, it's great that Van de Ven. I mean, what a clearance on the line. I mean, he's just such a superstar. I just really hope he can stay uninjured through next season, regardless of Romero, because I think Danso's a really good backup. But you know, you got to look at where's the captain's armband going. If Son leaves, which he should definitely leave. If Romero goes, you're not giving it to Madison for a fucking second. Vicario isn't steady enough, so I would give it to the number six, the 80 million pound number six we're going to buy. Um, is who I give it to straight away, or I'd even give it to Bergvall because I think that he's going to be the first name on the team sheet as of
Or,
next year.
or
I
Decky.
Yeah, potentially Decky as well. But like, if it's not Romero, then I don't think Van der Ven is mature enough yet. Although I think he's an amazing player. It really comes down to what does the core of our team look like next year, and I just don't think it's going to include Son. I think that I think Romero. I don't think it's going to include Romero. So we really do need to invest in that spine.
Okay. Marcel, Son, Van de Ven, and Cuti Romero.
Van de Ven, you don't even have to. We don't have to even say anything, do we? He's got to
Shouldn't
stay,
have to.
and
Shouldn't have
I
to.
think I think Romero has to stay as well. As for Son, he does seem to have lost a yard of pace. I think that's for sure. His decision making isn't what it used to be. Quite a lot of the time. I was just reading on another WhatsApp group I belong to with people like John Ellis and Robert Hicks on it and all that lot. And there's talk this evening about Son to Saudi. Now, I don't know. It's possible, I suppose, but uh, I think heavy heart. I'll say Son needs replacing.
So Son to go for you.
I think so.
Okay. Ash.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could have happened last year. Love the guy, and what better time to leave actually when you're on a high. He can go anywhere. Doesn't matter. The money doesn't really matter to him anymore. He's a legend. Yes, Sonny out, Van de Ven obviously in. How do we keep his hamstrings? Can't play every game. Keep his hamstrings warm and stretched. And Cutie. Oh boy, love him to stay, but if Spain is beckoning and his wife wants to move, then he's gonna go. And then whoever said if it ain't Sonny who's no longer captain, if it ain't Cootie because he's gone, and if it ain't Madison because he just doesn't deserve it, then Betterval maybe the guy. It would be such a bold statement um, for our youth and moving forward. There's still going to be other guys in the leadership group. He won't be by himself, but it would be a bold, exciting statement. It really would. I don't know if making the new number six, whomever it might be, the captain right away. Um, but maybe if he's somebody going, oh yeah, he's the guy. But yeah, Betterval would be if we need a new captain, I'd pick him.
I think he's definitely shown leadership qualities. I
Yeah.
believe he's been captain of the Swedish youth sides, so maybe that's a decent option later on. Ross,
Sonny's a hard one, but he's just won a trophy. If Saudi came in with a lot of money, yeah, he deserves a big payday, bless him. Um,
he has said he will never go to Saudi.
okay, so if don't know then, I don't know then. It's hard with Sonny. I don't know. I don't.
MLS.
It's to say that he should leave for everything that he's done for this club. I mean, when we were going through that Gary Neville trying to touch up Kane saga, he was the one that signed a contract. He deserves to do whatever he wants, in my opinion. If he wants to stay, he stays.
Yeah, but Ross, he
Um,
That's where
couldn't
I am.
stay as captain.
but
He can't. He's so soft. He's not a captain.
Not a
And
captain.
and can you imagine him like going, okay, yeah, I'll stay, but I shouldn't be captain anymore. If
Actually,
Romero
with Sonny, I could. He's so nice, he probably would. Look, if Romero wants to go to Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid, then let him. That's fine. I don't care. Van de Ven's the one because left-footed defenders that good and quick are so rare. But I'm not too bothered about what happens with Sonny. The man's a legend. The man is always going to be a Spurs legend. He's bigger than Kane in my eyes because of what he did and what he's done, and he's lifted a trophy with this club. The one person that I would like to see next season is us playing with our Willie more, our Willie Lancashire. I think he's a good young player. I think he suits us quite nicely. In terms of, I just wanted to throw that in. In terms of Romero, as I said, if the offer comes in, sell him. But it's easier said than done. Romero, he really likes Ange. And I think everything depends on if Ange stays or not. And this is why, again, Daniel Levy has let himself down. He continues to let himself down. And I try and fly a flag for that man as hard as I can, but it's just all wrong. I mean, you've got a club like Man United who half their stadium is falling apart and they can keep their captain and they can keep bringing in Buemo and the other guy. I don't really care. But I'd just like to see us be a bit more, right, this is what's happening. This is what we're going to do. I don't care who we upset or please. This is what we're going to do. But, it's Tottenham.
I bet there are a fair number of people at Manchester United who are absolutely hating the choice that Bruno Fernandes made. I think they would he can go for 100 million and that will pay for a number of the signings we want to make. Okay, David.
Okay, well, on Sonny, I think I said a year ago that I would have liked to have sold him last summer. I'm glad we didn't because it was amazing to see him lifting the cup. And I just agree with absolutely everything Ross has just said, especially about playing without Willie. No, I don't know whether I agree about Will Lancashire, but
not peanuts again, is it?
Get the peanuts off the board. Get the peanuts off the board. We're going to see it any minute now. Anyway, what was I saying? I think we didn't sell him, and I think we should let him gradually ease towards retirement with us, perhaps. But he should not be a starter, and he should not be the captain. He might be, I think you could make a little sort of face-saving difference having like a club captain and a match captain, because Sonny's not going to start so much anymore. So that could work. So I've kind of sort of modified my opinion, basically because I agree with Ross. Romero, I think they have to sit down with him and figure out what he really wants to do. If he wants to stay, then of course he should stay. He's absolutely amazing, but he needs to remember that he's playing for Tottenham. He's not just keeping warmed up for Tottenham so he can go and play for Argentina, which is what it's felt like some of the time. But I do like the fact that Romero pokes Danny Levy in the eye quite regularly about us being
not afraid to say his thoughts, is he?
Yeah. And I like that. Actually, it's annoyed me on occasions, but actually, on balance, I think I like it. And what's the third one that I'm supposed to talk about?
Van de Ven.
Oh well, yeah, nothing. No comment.
Yeah, there's really nothing to say on him.
Yeah, nothing to say about him. Absolutely astonishing. But yeah, Romero, I mean, if he wants to commit to the club, so sign an extension and so forth, then sign the extension, but this summer early on. If he doesn't want to sign an extension, then sell him as fast as possible for as much as possible.
Okay, Kjetil.
I think we sometimes forget a little bit about the personal connections within the club. As we have said, I think Cuti is tied to what happens to Ange. If Ange stays, Romero stays. If Ange get fired, Romero goes. I think it's the same with actually with Son and Ben Davies. We actually might see them do the same thing, either stay or go. Because I think Davies has been offered a contract extension. I think it's what they have been saying, and Sonny and him are probably talking about this. Actually, they are human beings, strangely
Best
enough, not
mates.
just footballers. Yeah.
Sonny's
So
godfather to his child. Yeah.
yeah, right. So what do we know? Maybe both of them ends up in Milano, for all I know. But I want them all to stay. But Sonny will not be a starter next season. That's the final.